Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Just texted the wife. Should have double-checked it.
What'd you write?
I meant to say we saved big with a discount double-check. Instead, I sent, last night I dreamt Dicka bathed me in a tub of hot dog water.
That's tough.
Dad autocorrect.
It'll get you.
Now it's your turn to double down with State Farm's Fantasy Football Double Down Challenge.
Another episode of The Rush. On this week's edition, we have highlights of the boys basketball team's 2 victories over the weekend, along with a girls basketball highlight of their clash with Lincoln Saturday night. The Titan Wrestling Invite was also Saturday, and the Glenwood Hockey Club faced off against rival SHG. Also stay tuned for other Rush features and stats throughout the program. So let's get it going right now. The Glenwood boys basketball team started 1-3 after the Washington Tournament of Champions, but looked to rebound last Friday night against the Rochester Rockets, who finished last in the CS8 a season ago. Now here as a guest anchor is Glenwood assistant basketball coach Dane Blakeman. Dane, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So, obviously, the head coach of the Glenwood Titans is Todd Blakeman. That would be your dad. You played for him for 4 years here at the high school as well, and throughout. And now you're on your first full season as assistant coach. Describe what that's been like.
I think, it's what I want to do in the future. I'm going to school to become a coach, and I think with Coach Mooney, Coach McCoy, and my dad, they're a good group to be around. You learn a lot from them, even guys like Coach Edgar and Coach Hyatt, just being around them and talking. You learn a lot, and, how to work with kids and, everything.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights from Friday night when the Titans opened up at home against the Rochester Rockets. Dane, Glenwood got off to a slow start at home. They started 1-3 on the season. As we take a look, guys, getting them pumped up, ready to go. But Rochester was regular. They led 6-1 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2 threes from this guy, Howard Fisher. He was a real shooter.
Yeah, we knew he could shoot. He had a good lefty stroke, so we always tried to put pressure on him and make sure he couldn't get any easy shots off.
He got a couple off early. Like I said, 6-1 Rochester ahead 3 minutes ago in the first quarter. A lot of people were surprised by that. What adjustments had to be made? Glenwood missed a lot of easy layups like that one that Payne Allen eventually made.
We didn't make a lot of adjustments. We knew we just had to keep playing. We're more than likely 10 times out of 10 the better team today, so we just had to keep playing hard and doing what we do.
And now, eventually, those easy ones began to fall. Peyton Allen there draws the blocking foul there on Howard Fisher, and he actually had Peyton did a great job. Fisher tried, but never could set his feet. Glenwood led 25-14 at the half, and then Peyton decided to go take a lift off here. Not 1, but 2 dunks here. Dane, talk about his verticals improved.
Yeah, he's after him being sick last year, he wasn't 100% after that, but now I think he's about as good as more athletic than he's ever been. So look out for people in the lane.
All Peyton Allen. He can do a little bit of everything. Peyton Allen out. Parker Allen, his little freshman brother, in. He drains a 3 from the left corner. And the Titans cruise past Rochester. Rochester had no points in the third quarter. And Glenwood cruised past them 53-19. Here's some post-game sound.
It was exciting, it's going to be a long season. Having a good season last year, just ready to come back out and excited to have the parents and the fans and the whole community with us. Consistency, we got to rebound, we got to play defense, we got to do the little things right to keep winning.
Welcome back here, and Dane, then you guys had to prepare for Lake Forest Academy, a team that isn't even in the Illinois High School Association because they recruit. They had a couple kids from Canada, had their big 6'9" guy, I believe, from New York, and talk about what the coaches were expecting from them, a very talented team.
We knew they were young, very athletic. They were 4-1 coming to the game. They were scoring about like we were, about 50 points a game or so. So we knew we had our hands full, and we didn't know a lot about them, but we knew we just had to play hard and do what Glenwood basketball does, play defense and be tough.
Let's take a look and see how the Titans did with that against the Lake Forest Academy Caxies, an interesting team name there. But starting it off here, fire alarm went off at the Prairie Capital Convention Center due to a water main break. That meant that the bathrooms did not work in the first half. Well, good thing you were coaching the game, didn't have to worry about that.
Thank goodness.
But there was an issue there, and then Lake Forest got off to a quick start. Here's Grissett off the steal, and then a left-handed jam. Things not looking too good there, but then here's a baseline runner for Cole Harper, and really from there on out, Glenwood, you guys started to lock things down.
Yeah, like we said, we knew that we could play with about anybody in the state of Illinois and anybody in the country like we did up in the Tournament of Champions. So we just got to keep playing, not overemphasized on starting slow.
Payton has so much vertical, or not his vertical as well, but so much range. He drew a three from the top of the key, then from the right corner. His range has also been one of the things he's worked on in the summer. Of course, he can cut to the basket like that.
Yeah, it makes people guard him from baseline to baseline. If you got a player that can do that, it gets other guys involved.
And we head into the second half, and Glenwood led 33-14. All Glenwood. Cole Harper took over there with a spin move, and then Payton doing what he does, driving to the basket. It's such a valuable asset.
Yeah, like I said, whenever he drives and he catches the ball in the post, I mean, 4 other guys are going to come around, which finds other people. He can either score or find other guys that out on the three-pointer.
Cole Harper has also improved his range. He drills a three from the right corner. That was a great dish from Tyler Brown as well. Payton Allen leading the way for the Titans of 23 points. Cole Harper, the Sports Radio 1450 player of the game with 18 points. And it seems like he racks up stats, spraying the ball around with assists and also rebounds as well.
You know, I think it's obvious Payton's going to get his 25 to 30 every night, so we're kind of looking for that second and third score, and Cole's our guy to get us going. If Cole goes, we go, so that's something to look for.
That's something that you guys definitely needed on Tuesday night when you guys traveled to Troy to take on the Triad Knights. Let's take a look at a quick scoreboard here of that contest, as it was a close game, won 57-50. Triad led 22-19 at half. And Payton had 16 of those 19 points at half. They shut down Cole Harper, but guys like Ethan Hunt and Josh Matchey stepped up, both with 8 points.
Yeah, that's what good teams do. They have 5, 6 guys that are scoring over 8 to 10 points a night. And, you know, I thought that's one thing we really did well on Tuesday night. You know, Cole didn't have his best game. He didn't have a point in the first half. But, I mean, Matchey played well. Ethan
6 points in the fourth quarter for Josh Matchey, trying to find a post player inside.
Yeah, and Triad, we lost there my senior year, one of our 4 or 5 losses that year. So it's always tough to play down there.
And they're a team that was really down. They lost to Nokomis this year, but they came out there switching defenses pretty much every play to throw you guys off.
Yeah, whenever you have a player like Payton Allen, I mean, teams are going to do whatever they can to make sure that he doesn't get his points, and Payton got his points, and other guys stepped up as well, which is a big part of getting a win.
Of course, tonight you guys got the rematch against Lincoln, and talk about that here, that thrilling overtime victory. You embrace your dad after that win. You guys won 44-42 in overtime. Talk about that, how that feeling and what that game is leading into the preparation for tonight.
Not a whole lot of it. I mean, what happened was last year. I mean, we just gotta come out. You know, they're gonna be foaming at the mouth to beat us. I know that. And I know a bunch of people at Lincoln. We're really ready for this game. They want to beat us bad. And so we gotta just play basketball. It's a Friday night in December, so we gotta just come out and play hard and see what happens from there.
Okay, thanks, Dane, for coming on, and good luck tonight and throughout the rest of the season, especially against the Railers. Tonight, rematch of that thrilling Titans sectional semifinal win against Lincoln this past spring. Tip-off against the Railers is tonight at 7:45 here at GHS in the West Gym. The Glenwood boys swimming and diving team looks promising, and the guys went to Macomb this Saturday in their season opener. Let's start with the individual results that stood out here at the invite. For Sam Childress of Glenwood, really the only one making a splash there, excuse the pun. Also, Ryan Held of Sacred Heart Griffin, he's heading to North Carolina State to swim. He finished first in the butterfly and also in the backstroke as well. Impressive times. And now the team standings from Macomb. They look like this. Dunlap won with a score of 228. Glenwood, though, in last, falling in 9th with 53. SHE and Springfield right in the middle. This Saturday at 10 a.m., the boys swimming and diving team is in action in Jacksonville against the Route Rockets. Now joining me on set is Rush reporter Hannah Duncan with the Glenwood-Lincoln girls basketball matchup.
The Glenwood girls basketball team battled CS8 foe Lincoln Saturday night, and the Lady Railers came off the bus ready to play. It started off as a pretty close game. There was a good matchup here between two good competitors, your Lady Titans against the Rail Splitters. Leading it off, Lincoln will get the overhead pass here to Megan Jackson. She'll get the easy two there, but Glenwood's able to come right back. After that, senior forward Allison Long snatches the ball there. She'll get the steal and answer with her own two after the throw-in. But then Lincoln will come back and fire a three here. We have a good battle going on, especially in the beginning half. Pretty much goes back and forth between the two teams. It's a really good matchup. Lincoln here again, able to get it in with the layup here. Scores tied at 17 at the half, but the Titans will outscore Lincoln 20-6 in the third quarter to take a 37-23 lead. Junior guard Maggie Julin took a shot there, missed it, but Glenwood's able to rebound, and second tries the charm here for Maggie. She's the team's leading scorer too. She'll make that shot. Now Glenwood really starts to pull away later in the game, and Nikki Hogan you'll see here with the jumper, and the Glenwood is really starting to pull ahead. Also, junior forward Parker Bandy will get a nice floater here for the two. She'll have 11 points total with 7 in the first half. And Lincoln will really they'll make a good effort in the game, and they'll start off well, get the two here. But Glenwood's able to pull off the win. 51-34 is the final score. Leading the Titans, Maggie Julin will get 16 points, and Megan Jackson led Lincoln, scoring all 6 of the team's third quarter points, 13 points total. The next time the Lady Titans are in action is Thursday at 7 o'clock in Rochester against the Lady Rockets. Now it's time for our first commercial break of the show. Stay tuned. The Rush will return with wrestling and hockey highlights.
Good job. All right, Mason. Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969. Welcome back. The Glenwood wrestling team hosted the Titan Invite Saturday. Here as a guest anchor is Glenwood senior wrestler Mason Kaler. Mason, thanks for coming on and talk about how this season started for you guys.
First off, always glad to be here. Season started off a little choppy for us. We went to Collinsville and we versed Collinsville and Quincy there. We lost both those teams actually pretty bad, but overall we bounced back. Last Friday night we versed Jacksonville and Southeast, and we ended up beating them both pretty dang good. So
let's go ahead and see how you guys did against the competition at the Titan Invite. Right. And we pick up the action in the semifinal round of the Titan Invite. 126 pounds, it's Chris Nation facing Luke Steiger of Mascoutah. Nation won by decision of 8-2. Talk about what he's trying to do here at 126.
Well, right there, he's just kind of holding him down. You know, Chris Nation's a really good wrestler there. He gets taken down there a little bit, but you know, hey, we all have our mistakes. So right there, holding him down again, just basically kind of trying to tilt him there, get some extra back points. Ends up winning the match 8-2 though, so good job.
And that's right, a guy trying to hold on to his leg. Anyway, we move on to you over 152 pounds against Rantoul's Javen Cobb. This is a third place match, and you end up wear him out 4-2, low scoring wrestling match. Talk about how that was.
Yeah, I was, you know, just had him kind of on the ground most of the time, just tried to hold him there, get my points type thing. Got the two though, I made a mistake, stood up a little too high, but overall just tried to wear him down most of the match and ended up pulling away with a win, 4-2.
And that's something you were able to wear him out on to 160 pounds in the title bout. This is Damian Blake against Tony Hall of East Peoria. East Peoria, heck of a wrestling team here. A lot of moves shown here against Damian Blake at 160.
Yep, Damian's he's a good wrestler. He's improved a lot since last year.
A lot of guys in the title matches Saturday.
So right there, he's just trying to keep that headlock so he can get some more back points because he's losing there. But, you know, the guy rolls through, and, you know, every now and then there's the sad face. But
on to 170 pounds, J.D. Rush, another East Peoria Warrior. Clarence Gomez won a 13-5 major decision, and J.D. Rush, one of the top returning wrestlers there, but just being manhandled by Gomez.
East Peoria is tough. That's all I can really say about that. J.D.'s a tough wrestler, gives it his all here, but ends up losing 13-5 for second place. But, you know, as I said, East Peoria is tough, so really all you got to do is go out there and give it your all and lay your heart out on the mat. So
Glenwood finished 4th out of 12 teams there. We show 8 on the graph, but out of 12 teams. Talk about, you're the senior captain. What are you trying to bring to the table as a leader?
As a leader, you know, it's always hard. You got to try to mix everything in there and keep it all together. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to keep the team together, try to get everybody to where they need to be to actually win matches and stuff.
Is this how you think you're going to be for your senior year?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, hey.
Keep rolling.
Oh, yeah, keep it rolling. We're doing pretty good right now, so keep doing that, having team dinners. I know it's weird wrestlers having team dinners, but...
Yeah, usually guys are trying to cut weight, you know, not trying to put more in.
Little stuff I try to do.
Depending on what to do.
So.
Well, Mason, thanks for coming on. Good luck towards the rest of the season. Glenwood Wrestlers will be at Southeast tomorrow at 9 o'clock for a duel with the Spartans. Whenever SHG is the opponent, you know it's a big game. That case remains true on the ice as the Hockey Titans took on the Cyclones this past Monday at the Nelson Center. Let's take a look at the Titan Ice Hockey Club highlights. The Titans against the Sykes. Big rivalry at the Nelson Center. Glenwood won all of the hockey contests last season against SHG. Shot attempt by Jack Healy, number 97. And number 59, R.J. Wood of Sacred Heart Griffin sends it wide of the net. Brandon Stannard in the corner for SHG. The number 13, Clayton Hayes. He had a big night. Gets involved here in the back, getting a little physical. Stannard eventually will get it out and with the shorthand, but a great stop coming up here by the Titan goalkeeper Jake Brandon as Glenwood held on to an early 2-0 lead. And nice move here by the Cyclones. Number 18, Thomas Kolaz. Quick-handed shot is wide, and that near the goal, and that leaves Clayton Hayes. Knocks it away up to Vince Lanier. He just joined the team here as they're working it around the back. They get Vince Lanier from Riverton, a big addition. He played on Johnny Webb's travel team. And there goes Vince. And here's a nifty assist. This is a top play to Brandon Hay. Little sliding goal, and that puts Glenwood up 3-0 still in the first period. On to the second period, a minute into it, and Lanier scores unassisted to put Glenwood up 4-0, but unfortunately after that, Glenwood fell apart. SHG went on a 10-2 scoring run as the Cyclones picked up the win over Glenwood 10-6. 4 goals by Brandon Hay and a goal by Clayton Hayes. The next Glenwood hockey contest is Wednesday at 7:30 in Decatur. Let's take our last commercial break of the day, but stay right there. Eric Berklow will have the top 3 after the break, and also weekly debate with Channel1450.com, Zach Kirker and Brian Bowes. Next year, stolen away, Harper to Allen, and boom! Hayden Allen slams it home. So Titans getting a lot of offensive rebounds. It leads to the 3 from the secret agent from the left wing, Ethan Hunt. The Titans lead.
Only on GCNN.
Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set.
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies and make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
More.
I'm a robot. Get out of here.
Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Kids, the breakfast is ready. Eat up. Your friend's gonna be here pretty soon.
I'll be there in a second.
Have a great day.
My friend's here, I'm leaving.
Be safe. Come home right after school.
All right, see ya.
Wow, your dads are really looking out for you.
That's not my dad. That's my family's financial advisor, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan Financial, looking out for your investments and your family.
Back to the rush here. I'm Eric Burkle here. Top 3 players of Glenwood Sports this week. Let's start the countdown with play number 3 as it takes us to the girls' basketball game Saturday night versus Lincoln. As Nikki Hogan knocks down a big 3-pointer in the corner of and it's the Titans surge past the Lady Rails in the third quarter, leading Glenwood to a 51-34 Glenwood win. Moving on to play number 2, which takes us to the ice Monday night. Vince Lehner of Glenwood Hockey Club sets up Brandon Hay beautifully for a sliding goal, and Glenwood up 3-0. Unfortunately, SHG battled back to win 10-6. Now the top player of Glenwood Sports is buckled up as Peyton Allen not had on one but 2 slam dunks against Rochester Friday night. Cole Harper set him up on the fast break both times as Peyton Allen scored a game-high 31 points as the Glenwood cruised to a victory 53-19. Now let's send it back to Danny for the weekly debate.
Back here on set with Brian Bowes and Zach Kirker of Channel1450.com. Man down, man down. Well, bring you here for the debate. We want to thank you for providing highlights earlier of the Lake Forest Academy.
You're welcome,
Brian,
man.
Hard at work.
That was my pleasure. It was my pleasure to shoot that for the great students and faculty of Glenwood High School.
That's right. Provide them.
Provide
them. Watching at lunch, you know,
they were good, weren't they?
Really appreciate.
They were like
solid.
excellent. They were like top notch. That was like my finest work.
And you know, we like to share that work as well for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So we'll start ahead with the debate. BCS system in its last year officially will move to a 4-team playoff next year. Brian, then we'll go down to Zach. Are you glad to see it go?
The BCS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad to see it go. You know, to me, I think it got it right some of the time, and it didn't get it right the other half of the time. So it's nice to have a playoff. A lot of people are, complaining, saying, "Well, we need 8 teams. We need 16 teams." I'm fine with the 4. My Michigan State Spartans would have been in it this year as a top 4, but that's okay. That's okay.
Hey, they still played spoiler against Ohio State.
Exactly. As long as they beat the Buckeyes, I'm good.
I think they got it right more than half the time. I think if you went back and looked at it, the BCS probably got it right a majority of the time. But I think that it's much more exciting and will be much more exciting when there is a playoff. And so I'm excited about that. I do think it inevitably will grow and be larger than 4 teams. But 5 years ago, they said a playoff would never happen. So the fact that they're saying that 8 teams will never happen, I think you have to take it with a grain of salt.
Because you had some Bama fans that are like, oh, well, you know, we're better than Auburn, even though Auburn beat them in the Iron Bowl. How awesome was that finish? One of the best college football games recently.
For starter, Bama fans are probably the worst fans on earth, period, in general, about anything.
Next to Ohio State fans.
They have, I actually don't, I think Ohio State fans are terrible, but I don't think they're even in the same ballpark as Bama. I think that's how crazy Bama is. I think that they have no perspective about life and what's important. And so,
the Harvey Updike, the tree guy.
My point exactly. Yeah. And so I have zero sympathy for the fact that they're not getting to play for a national championship this year, and I hope that Nick Saban leaves and they all cry. War Eagle.
Yeah.
All right, second question for the debate. We're going to switch this up a little bit.
Okay.
Why do you wear a suit and tie to the games to broadcast them, but the secret is no dress shoes? You're wearing tennis shoes. Why is that? Question 2. That's question 2.
Well, when I went...
Can we see the tennis shoes? Can we show us what we got?
Show.
Can we see what's...
Gavin, we got this.
These are Under Armours. They're a little worn out. You see there's a little hole there. But, you know, it's all about the illusion as well. Now, what I did wear the pants to go along with it for the game against Rochester.
But now the illusion is gone. Everyone knows.
Well, you know,
you wear tenny boppers with your suit.
I will bring on the dress
You're like
shoes
David
for Lincoln.
Letterman.
It's a big deal. Oh yeah, you know the socks and everything.
I'm just glad you have pants on.
Yeah, you know, some
That's
don't.
true.
Overachieving.
Brian used to not wear pants at Channel 20.
He's got pants. Show the pants.
Yep.
Show the pants.
Dockers, they're comfortable.
Yeah. And loose fitting.
And loose fitting.
There you are.
Yeah.
See? Okay. Proof now that Danny Fry wears pants
Under
during
the
the
desk.
rush,
At least
but no
today.
dress shoes. Okay.
Oh, but yeah.
Now we can go back to one of your questions, are you?
Okay. Well, we'll go back after that interlude to Peyton Allen.
Hi, Gavin. Hi, what's up? Hi.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Oh,
He said
5 minutes.
It's not a high.
5 minutes.
Give him a high
Five more
five.
minutes.
We have tons of time to kill, so we're gonna.
Gavin
This
said
will be.
5.
Peyton Allen, his buzzer beater in the
Oh, yeah.
sectional semifinal against Lincoln. You guys obviously covered a lot of high school sports over the years. Where does that rank in those buzzer beaters?
That's probably the best one I've ever seen. And I've done sports in 2 different states, and that to me, because of the situation, I've seen like half quarters and stuff like that, but because of the situation and what it meant to their season, that was the biggest one. It really was.
Yeah.
It's top 2 for me, and it's probably number 2. I would say that the season finale between Lincoln and Southeast several years back, where Lawrence Taylor hit the game winner as the buzzer went off. That game was for the conference title. Lincoln had scored on the possession before to give them their first lead of, I don't know, I think since the first quarter, and without calling a timeout, without stopping anything, they just inbound the ball. Southeast did the LT. He drove, got to the lane, shot over 3 defenders, and scored. And it was just the way that it happened. Last year's game, there was the foul / out of bounds play. That was somewhat.
This is a debate. Did they make the right call? They're not calling the foul.
You know, we've had a lot of people ask us about that. My opinion is it's a 50-50 call. And particularly in that point of the game, it's a call that maybe half the time you get and half the time you don't. Yeah.
You know, I still feel for the
He had a
ref.
tough angle from it, too.
Yeah,
Because
it was a
obviously when
foul.
you go back,
I thought it was
a foul. Do you call that in the 4th quarter? Yes. He was hoping that clock would just
ran
tick
out,
off
yeah.
and we go to another overtime.
I thought it was a foul. I thought it was a foul.
Coach Alexander of Lincoln was hoping that.
From where I was, I thought it was a foul. But I think that it's a call that could go either way.
Incidental contact.
And when you step back and look at it, if Lincoln hadn't let a 9-point lead slip away, that play is not as important as it is ultimately. So I think that you can't just look at one situation and say that was the difference. I mean, at the end of the day, Peyton shot. It was a great shot.
And
next up, okay.
Inbound.
Next question for the debate. Yeah, you got that camera there, right? Okay, is Gavin a good floor director? Show of hands, yes or no? Yes, hands up is yes.
Yes, raise them.
So
yeah, you can't raise
your
your
own
own
you
hand.
can't raise your own hand, Gavin.
Everybody and
is Gavin a terrible? 2 hands. 2 hands of Gavin's 2 hands. Come on, girls, tell the truth. Yes, terrible.
Terrible.
We know the truth, Gavin.
We ratted him out.
He's looking for help. No.
We ratted him out.
He wants to know if we can get on with the show. Can we speed this up? He's trying to be a good floor director now.
That's right. He's got the signal.
Too bad. We already got 2 hands up. No good. Old man throwback. Right back at you.
Reel him in, Danny. Reel him in.
Okay. Washington, Glenwood here. Glenwood used to be the Redskins, changed it in 01, and now Washington Redskins and owner Daniel Snyder under fire to change their name.
Right.
Bob Costas, one of them, which have you ever seen the sign that came out a week ago where it said, Bob Costas, we don't like your name either, from Redskins fans. But should the Redskins be able to keep or let go of their name, where do you think you got it?
I changed my opinion over this over the course of years. Now I think, why not change it? If it offends anyone, I think it should be changed. If in Redskins is actually a derogatory term.
It is, and that's probably one of the only ones.
You know, I've always had a situation. We've got 2 minutes, by the way.
We got a snap.
We got snap
and
2
2 minutes, and that wasn't from Gavin, the floor director. That was from Aaron, the floor.
You'll hear silly arguments like people saying, "Well, what about the Fighting Irish?" That's just a dumb argument. But if it offends someone, I think you can go with another nickname. It's a nickname. You can find a new one.
Yeah, I don't think. I kind of
because Nokomis is still the Redskins, obviously a different
right.
area.
I'm kind of in the same boat where I've sort of shifted thoughts on this. I'm not one who's particularly for political correctness in every realm because that just gets tiring. But I'm also not for racism or derogatory, prejudice towards a certain ethnic group. And I think that Redskins, I mean, some people don't even say the word anymore because it can be associated with other words that are of similar. That everything all right? Oh, 1 minute.
bending over like he was all
1
tired.
minute.
You got pee?
How many we got
You
left?
okay?
1 minute?
You got pee? We got like 1 minute
We're
left.
off the rails
We got like
here.
1 minute left, buddy. You can go in a second.
I will go ahead and put Gavin out of his misery. Guys, thanks for coming on.
we're
Thanks
done?
for everything that you do
I'm Gavin.
on channel1450.com, for being in partnership with us, providing highlights and everything. And we really appreciate it.
It's so hard, floor directing.
That's it for this week's edition of The Rush, as Brian has a moment for thank you, happy holidays, support the GHS basketball team tonight as they host Lincoln 7:45. Tune into Live Sports Channel 22 and Ustream.com.
Make sure you run Gavin's promo. Run Gavin's promo.
Run Gavin's
He's been trying to get you to run his promo.
We're out of here.
Run the promo.
Thank you. We are done. Next year, stolen away, Harper to Allen, and boom! Hayden Allen slams it home. So Titans getting a lot of offensive rebounds. It leads to the three from the secret agent from the left wing, Ethan Hunt. The Titans lead.
Only on GCNN.